This morning, a suspect in a Perry County shooting Tuesday was arrested. Plus, a resolution aimed at requiring that President Donald Trump seek congressional approval for future U.S. military action against Iran has failed.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Welcome to Mountain News This Morning. I'm Neely Green, live on air with you this Wednesday, March 5th. The time is now 4:59. We begin this morning with breaking news. One person is dead after a vehicle fire in Laurel County. East Bernstadt Fire and Rescue says crews were called just before 3 yesterday afternoon to a car fire with a person possibly trapped inside. When firefighters arrived, the vehicle was fully engulfed in flames. Crews were able to get into the vehicle where they found one person dead. Officials say they're not releasing the victim's identity at this time as the investigation continues. We will keep you up to date as we learn more information. Now let's check in with meteorologist Megan Desmond for a look at your forecast this morning. Megan, it was pretty nice this morning when I left for work.
Yeah, it was definitely not expected as I went out the door. I even looked at the temperature on my phone to see if I was correct because it just felt so wonderful. And yeah, my forecast was on par, but definitely a really great start to your morning. Here's what you need to know. Nice and dry on satellite and radar right now, just a mixture of partly cloudy skies. But as you can see to the northwest of us, some rain is in the forecast. It is a slow moving system in terms of west to east. We'll start to see that as we're heading into the afternoon, bringing us a lot of chances for some rain and scattered showers in our western counties. Some of our eastern counties, though, will stay plenty dry, something to keep in mind. Now, in terms of temperatures today, well, I'm going to have to skip 2 graphics. Let's see if it'll work for me. Yeah, there you go. In terms of temperatures today, we're looking at a mixture of the mid to upper 70s. Definitely very warm. And then for tomorrow, well, we're looking at some upper 70s and low 80s. There's a look ahead towards the end of the week. Neely.
Thank you, Megan. This story is new this morning. A resolution aimed at requiring that President Donald Trump seek congressional approval for future U.S. military action against Iran has failed. Senate Republicans rejected the War Powers resolution last night, with Kentucky GOP Senator Rand Paul joining almost all Democrats to advance it. Democratic Senator John Fetterman voted with Republicans to block it. Even if the measure had advanced, it faced an uphill battle on Capitol Hill where it would have likely faced a presidential veto if it even got that far. The House is expected to take a vote on the same issue later today. Now to an update this morning on a story we've been following. A suspect in a Perry County shooting Tuesday was arrested. Deputies say Danny Blue Asher, who is accused of murdering Ryan Huff Tuesday at the Bubby Combs Apartments in Perry County, was found in Leslie County yesterday morning. Asher was arrested and was taken in for questioning. Perry County Sheriff Joe Engel says a man and woman who may have been involved have not been caught.
If we do obtain warrants, the U.S. Marshal Service has agreed to help us locate the other. I think they kind of split ways yesterday afternoon somewhere up there in the Happy Scuddy community. Shortly after they left the dollar store, we think they went separate ways.
Sheriff Ingalls says the names and photos have not been released of the other 2 suspects, but they are not believed to be a threat to the public. We will pass along any new information as soon as we get it. Yesterday's statewide tornado drill turned into real confusion for hundreds of thousands across eastern Kentucky. Instead of a clearly marked test, the National Weather Service office in Jackson issued what looked like a real tornado warning, affecting more than 700,000 people. Knox County Emergency Management Director Mike Taylor says schools and dispatchers were flooded with calls as students took cover and staff tried to figure out if there was an actual tornado threat.
I know a lot of our schools called, was worried that they were familiar with the drill that was supposed to happen at 10:07, but with some of the warnings not showing this was a test, you know, they got concerned. And
WKYT Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey says it's a serious error, warning that next time a real tornado warning is issued, people may hesitate and wonder if it's just another drill. Military veterans and their partners are working for a national coalition to prevent veteran suicides in Kentucky. The Face the Fight partnership says it wants to reduce the stigma and tailor support for service members in the Commonwealth, where there is a higher suicide rate among veterans than many other states. Group leaders say veterans are most at risk in their first 6 to 12 months after leaving the military, and that targeted interventions can save lives.
And so if we can build interventions, if we can teach people to talk about this, if we can reduce stigma around talking about mental health, we can really solve things. And if we can be targeted at moments in time that matter the most to veterans, we can make huge impacts.
If you or someone you know is struggling, you can call or text 988, the Suicide Crisis Lifeline. For veterans, dial 988 and press 1 for the Veteran Crisis Lifeline. A former London city clerk is suing the mayor and the city attorney, claiming she experienced sexual harassment and was wrongfully terminated. Marcy Berry filed the lawsuit against Mayor Randall Weddle and City Attorney Larry Bryson. She started working for the city in 2020. She served as city clerk from January 2021 to March 2023. Berry claimed she was subjected to repeated inappropriate comments and sexual questions by both men, starting when Weddle was still a candidate. The lawsuit also alleges Berry was forced to use city resources for Weddle mayoral campaign. Berry says she was fired in March 2023, just one day after testifying in an ethics hearing. She is now seeking damages for emotional distress and lost wages. Well, thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News This Morning. The time is now 5:06. We're learning more about the deadly side-by-side crash that killed 16-year-old. Why different agencies are now investigating.
And we're tracking as temperatures continue to warm up, but how humid will it be? I'll have that answer.